becomes a bit colonial. Our society is more spiritually advanced than the others. And for me, that's a really problematic concept, which obviously from everything you've said is not what you think. But I'm just wondering, within that vice of hubris, that's basically what it is. What's Dante's answer to come back to him? Because I guess he has an answer to that problem. He probably also, simply by looking at the trajectory that he writes about, but he must have thought a whole lot about that problem of spiritual hubris. Because hubris is one thing, but spiritual hubris is a really ugly one, in the sense that because you feel so spiritual, you're blinded to the hubris that's behind it.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a way the sin of pride, which is a big one. It's not quite present on every page of the Divine Comedy, but it's never far away. And I think the mistake that's made, again, it's a mistake that can easily characterize the modern world, because we have a sense of not just advance, but also of power, as if we somehow can control and make these things. But it's maybe it's about possession. It's as if, we have it, and therefore others don't have it. Now that might be a charitable moment, and therefore we want to give it to others, although that then leads to, in the colonial critique, the idea of the white savior and so on. But I think the mistake is to realize that it's not that we have this understanding, we have this life, we can make it, but that it has us. That ultimately God has us, that the wisdom has us, language speaks us, advance invites us. It's not that we make advances. And so again, a bit like, the New Age that cuts off the sense of return, or the positive thinking that cuts off the role of death and suffering. So too, this notion that we've got it, that we're advancing, makes the mistake of not seeing that actually it's when we let go into life more and more fully that we realise ourselves more and more fully. Beautiful.
Mark, thank you very much. This was an enlightening and, for me at least, very interesting conversation.
Yeah, well, look, thank you for the interest and for asking the questions, because that's a crucial part of it. That's another reflection on this dynamic, that it's only when you are challenged, in a way, to say a little bit more, to see whether the story you're telling keeps giving you new insights, that you realise that maybe it is something that you're understanding more and more fully. So I appreciate the conversation too.